Let's find another higher order derivative. Here we're asked for the fifth derivative of the function 5x squared plus 8x plus 32. So my first derivative, f prime of x, I want to make sure I label it for full credit. So I'm going to bring down my power. 2 times 5 is going to be 10, x to the first, plus the derivative of 8x is just 8, and the derivative of 32, that's a constant, so that derivative is 0. So I found my first derivative. My second derivative is the derivative of my first derivative. So I'm just looking at 10x plus 8. The derivative of 10x is 10, and the derivative of 8 is 0. Now I'm ready to find my third derivative by taking the derivative of my second derivative. So I'm taking the derivative of 10. The derivative of 10 is just 0. Now it seems like I could probably stop, but that's not the truth. I need to go all the way down to my fifth derivative. So instead of doing 4 tally marks, I'm going to do f, and then I'm going to do a superscript with a 4 in parentheses. That means fourth derivative. And I'm taking the derivative of my third derivative, which is 0. So the derivative of 0 is 0. And I'm almost done. It kind of seems silly because this is such an easy derivative. Hardest part is labeling this. So f superscript 5 rather, in parentheses. Derivative of my fourth derivative, 0, is also 0. So we have our final answer. The fifth derivative of this function is just 0. Let's do that again, but with a less kind of easy example. Let's say we don't have a polynomial. In example 3, we have f of x is 2 over x squared. So first thing we want to do is rewrite this. So I'm just going to take a second and write f of x all over again. This is 2x to the negative 2. So the hardest part about this is dealing with the algebra, knowing how to rewrite it. And now we're ready to do the derivative. We're going to bring down our power and subtract 1 for the new power. But the key to this one is rewriting it. So we found what f of x really is. Now we're ready to take the first derivative. And we're asked to find the third derivative this time, so I just want to note where I'm supposed to stop with this higher order derivative. So my first derivative, f prime of x, I'm going to bring down my power. Negative 2 times 2 out front is going to be a negative 4. X to the, I need to subtract 1, so that's going to bring me down to negative 3. So now my second derivative, I'm almost there because I'm only asked for the third derivative for this one. And WebAssign's only going to ask you for the third derivative too, so it won't make you take it out too far. So I'm going to bring down my power again. I have negative 3 to bring down times negative 4. A negative times a negative is going to be a positive 12. X to the negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4. And the last one I have to find is the third derivative, so f triple prime of x equals, I have 12 times a negative 4, which is going to be negative 48, x to the negative 5. And we just found our final answer, so we'll box it in. We're all done finding our third derivative.